Hello my friends, thanks again for joining me in another tutorial. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for supporting my channel by watching my videos and making the things that I offer to you and showing them in my Facebook group, Koala Knits and Knacks. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much. We are going to make these very cute, and you know what, they're so comfortable. Flip-flops, I don't like wearing flip-flops with the rubber bands across my feet. It just hurts me. So I've got a pair of flip-flops here. I'm using Bernat Premium Yarn in white and a 5mm crochet hook, and we're going to make these beautiful little sandals. I'm going to call them, what am I going to call them? Shelley's Simple Shell Stitched Sandals. Now say that 5 times really fast. Okay, so anyways, thanks again for joining me. I'm happy to be spending this time with you again. So let's get started. All right, my friends, so let's start. I've got my 5mm hook. I've got my yarn, and I'm going to put a slip knot on that hook. Then we're going to start from the inside of our shoe, of our flip-flop, okay? Because I want my fancy edging to go on the inside, on this in between here, okay? So we're going to just put our hook underneath that band, yarn over, pick up the working yarn, bring it through and put it through that loop on your hook. That's just a slip stitch to cast on, okay, so to speak. Then we're going to start doing half double crochets. You're going to need multiples of 3. So I'm going to do 27. This is a size 6 sandal. If you've got bigger feet, then you're going to add multiples of 3 and then plus 1 at the end. So I'm going to do the 27. And then I'll add my plus 1, so that's 28. So we're going to yarn over, go underneath that strap, yarn over that working yarn, pull it through, bring it under and over, and I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to take it through all 3 loops on my hook. That's my first half double crochet, okay? Yarn over, go underneath the strap, yarn over, pick up that working yarn, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3. That second one's a little tricky to get under, but once you get the feel of it, you'll have no problem, okay? So that's 2. Yarn over, go underneath, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, go through all 3. Now I'm going to take a stitch marker and I'm going to mark that first one. You don't necessarily have to do that, honestly, because it's easy to find when we go back the other way, but it's just a good practice to have if you're new and you know, not able to recognize the first stitch so easily, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep doing a half double crochet till I get to 27. Then I'm going to add 1 more. That'll be 28. So do your multiples of 3 plus 1, okay? So yarn over, go under, drop a loop. It goes so fast and it's so fun, okay? So I'm going to do that till I get to 27, and then I'm going to do 1 more and make it 28, and then I'll see you back. But if you are finding you're getting way down there, of course, all you've got to do as you keep going, oops, that one's giving me a little trouble, is just push this down, okay? And then work in this area here because that's where it's the easiest section to work in. And just keep pushing it down because you know what, we can fix that later. And then we're going to end up turning this so that our stitches are on the inside here. It's just that it goes funny as you're doing it. But go ahead, knit your crochet your multiple of 3, and then add 1 when you're done your multiple of 3, and I'll see you back. All right, so I've done my multiple of 3, which is 27, plus my 1, so making that 28. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, okay? Now we're going to be working so that when this is laying flat like this, the right side of our work will be up. So that's awesome, okay? You're going to go into this first little stitch that's at the base of your chain 1. Maybe I should just make this really large for you. Okay, so right at the base of this chain 1, you will find that first stitch, okay? So right there, you're going to do a single crochet, half double crochet, all in the same stitch, and another single crochet in that first stitch, just like that. Okay, then you can spread these out as you're working so that you are sure to get into the right stitches. Then we're going to miss 2, so we're going to miss this one and this one. We're going to go into that next one, and we're going to do a single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. Okay, you're going to miss 2 and go into the next one, the third one, single crochet, half double crochet, and a single crochet, all in that same stitch. And you're going to repeat that patterning all the way down. Single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet in one stitch. Then you're going to miss 2, and you're going to repeat that all the way down. And when you get to the end, okay, magic of camera. I'm at the end, and I'm going to keep it zoomed in there so you can see. And I have 3 stitches left, okay? So 1, 2, my stitch marker is in the third. I'm going to skip those 2. I'm going to go into that third, and I'm just going to do a slip stitch, okay? I'm not going to do a single crochet. I'm just going to do a slip stitch. I'm going to, oops, snagged on that. I'm going to go underneath that stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch, pull through the stitch on my hook, yarn over, pull it through, cut it off, and we've got that just like that. And we're going to just leave those ends for now because we're going to need it for sewing. Okay, then you're just going to spread it out. Isn't that beautiful? Like, it's just so soft and beautiful, just soft and beautiful. You can do these in multicolors, like any color you want, but I wanted white because it'll pick up on the white here with my foot's going to be on it anyways, but I have a black and white sundress that I need a pair of comfy white sandals to wear. And so that was my inspiration for making these, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our yarn, and we're going to do the same, we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Except for you'll be going from this side into the middle, okay? That's the only difference. For here, we started over here and came up, but we're going to start down here, attach our my long hair in there, attach our yarn, just like that, and then we're going to begin our half double crochets. We're going to do that exact same thing on this side that we did on the other side, okay? Oops. And when you get that done, when I get down to the end, I'll come back on and show you where I'm at, okay? All right, so I did the right number of stitches that I needed. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn my work. And I'm going to do the same thing. Into that first stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. I'm going to miss 2, and I'm going to repeat that pattern all the way down till I get to the last where there's 3 left, and in that third one I'm going to do a slip stitch. Now you might be saying, okay, but your slip stitch is over here on this one, and it's over here on this one. That's okay. Those are your ends. You're not going to see them anyways. And it works out beautifully. So that's how you're going to finish this. And then once you get all your patterning done down your side here, come back and see me and we will finish it off. All right, so I did my slip stitch to join. I fastened off. Now I'm just going to work this end down to this other one. Just like that. I'm literally going to tie a knot. Then I'm going to just cut this off a little bit shorter, easier to work with. I'm going to take the 2 of them, put them back on my needle, and I'm just going to go up into that seam that's there, okay? And hide those ends. Just like that. Pull them through, and I'm going to go back. Pull them through, straighten that out, cut them off. that part's done, okay? Isn't that just like so pretty? Like it really is so elegant. I just love it. Now this one, the one that we started first with, we're going to leave that underneath. We're going to keep this one crossed over. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tie a knot on those two as well, just like that. Then I'm going to hide that shorter end up into that one, but I'm going to take this longer one, just like so. And I'm going to just spread that out with my hands, just like that. And I'm going to, so that this part meets with the edge of this first one that we did, okay? Then I'm just going to literally sew it down to the other one, just like that. Get that out of the way there. Pick it up. Might not be the best needle for it, but it's the one I've got, so I'm going to use it. Okay, there we go. One more time underneath there. Just pick up that corner, just like that. That one again, I'm going to hide. Then I'm going to go underneath again and come up. And I'm just going to simply tack it down like this. Okay, you can't see it because it's on the ruffle. Just very simple, just like this. Right at the base of those, this is my stitches, right at the base. I'm just going to go down and just sew it. Very simple, very basic. Just so that part of the ruffle stays down. Okay, then I'm going to go back down right there to reinforce it. Get a straight needle. Don't use a bent needle. A straight needle is easier. Okay, but that's okay. I'm working with this because it was on my tray here, so that's the one I grabbed. And then you're going to just go back to meet that other one. Give it a knot. Take this and hide it underneath your work. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll be right back. And when that's done, you're just going to spread this out nice and evenly on both sides. And there you have it. Do that to your second shoe, your second flip-flop. And when you're done, see me back. Okay, second one is done. And I'm just going to do one little fine detail work here. I just added a little strand of yarn here. I'm going to tie this into a knot just once because I'm going to tie it again. And I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to sew it down. You do not have to do this if you don't want to, but just like that. Okay, I'm just going to sew it down so it's not sticking out the side of my foot. And then it's just finished off. Okay, fine little detail that makes a little bit of a difference. Okay, and I'm going to bring this back up. I'm going to tie the knot on the outside section, which normally you would think tie it on the inside, but I'm tying it on the outside because I don't want it against my foot. Okay, and I have very tender skin. I get like, which is why this kind of a thing is perfect for me, because any kind of rubbing from sandals on my feet, I get sores. So like, not sores, but I get like, it just affects my skin. It gets red and it hurts. And so this is what I'm going to do on my flip-flops to make it softer and to make it prettier. Why not make it pretty? Okay, so there you go. I'm going to go ahead, and that just is much better than having this little pointed thing sticking out, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that to all four, tacking it down just like that. And that just is a little fine detail that finishes these off absolutely beautifully, okay? So go ahead and do that. Okay, my sweet friends, there you have it. One beautiful pair of Shelley's Simple Shell, I don't know what I'm going to call them. You'll read it in the tutorial. I don't think I'm going to give you a tongue-tied title like I said I would in the beginning. So anyways, thanks again for joining me. I hope that that you love your little flip-flops now more than you did before, and that they're comfortable for your feet. Take care. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And be sure and head over to my Facebook group, Koala Knits and Knacks, and show us the ones that you've made. We would love to see and to applaud you for your fine work, which I know it's going to be fine. So again, thank you, my friends, for joining me. Take care and have the most wonderful day.